Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. Uh, Back from vacation. This is going to be episode 34 of Mherex Redo. I did not really get to feud much. I didn't have good internet, so I didn't even get the 10 battles done. I only got 7 done, so we're not getting anywhere near League 11 for like 2 weeks. So there's that. You can see I only got 7 done, which is kind of a bummer. It is what it is, though. It was worth it. Obviously, vacation was great. So, yeah, can't always get everything done all the time. So there's that. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna start here, and there's this muscle in the bank tour, and then there is the weekly tour and stuff. We'll see what we can do for the weekly tour, if anything, for the week 2 one here, the ends Friday ones. Obviously, I don't have Goldberg. Attitude Era is good. I should check and see what my tour perks are too, but this will be fine. This. Do we have a submission guy yet here? Sort of. And Shelton, we still don't have the black one, which is, I think, Rocky Maya, not Rocky Maivia, his dad, Rocky Johnson. There we go. I didn't check to see if I had the right moves equipped either. Mistakes were made. Kind of got vacation brain, little bit. Trying to get back into the swing of videos and stuff. Didn't do any yesterday. Bad me. That's right. It's 3. Austin should work quite well. Actually, you know, like, do I want to do this right now? The rewards aren't really that great. I should do the Kali one so I can get him recruited. Rewards in this aren't super great, but it's fine. Oh, also, if you zero them, you don't need to place any gems on your sub and you still win. That's a little tidbit maybe a lot of people don't know. If they have 0 life when you hit the sub, you don't need to place any of the sub gems and you still win. So you can save a little bit of time there if that's something you didn't know, potentially. Let's do the Kali one instead. That one doesn't particularly excite me. Nope, this is PG. Where is the Kali one? Trickster week 2. This one. Yeah. So, you know, some people might be, or might, actually, let me check perks too. I saw some people complaining that, how are you supposed to do the Kali tour if you can't get Kali and you get him from the last node? Yeah, we can't do anymore, so 1 MP it is. From the last node of normal, so you just need to win with any trickster. So if you're running into that, you know, you just need to do the tour. And you get them from this node right here. Right there. Then you can go back and win whichever nodes you want with Kali if you really want to. We need 2 red MP if possible. Any of these people have 2. Blue. 1 red on Piper. She's got to be getting close to 2 red, I would think. $21K. That's super close. That might just be short. She's gonna get leveled up anyway this month, so yeah, really close. But alas, we need 1 more level, and I'm kind of waiting for that fuse. Let's see where the 5-star Um, gold fuses. Ooh, we might be able to get another 2 perk in to solve this problem. We need 2 MP is what we need. There it is. Perfect. Alright. Let's just do Showdown while we're in here. I'm all over the place right now, so apologies. Check Showdown shop. Not really buying much of anything right now. Except for the ones that show up here if we don't have them, if we want them. I don't really care about him. I might have him anyway. Ooh, 14 milestones to claim. It looks like the thingy reset. Yeah, let's get that TP. Let's go. 1350. Easy return. Not that it really matters with Mellow, to be honest. I think there's a powerhouse talent up thing too for the weekly event that's going on, so it doesn't hurt to level Piper either there. Mellow's money. That'll do it. Cool thing about a wild card, if we move it here, we get 3 red and 3 yellow, just for reference if you didn't know. And we also would have got 3 purple. So that was like a triple break with that one swipe. Kind of cool how wild cards work. Nice to have some of the promoter action going now. We do a little bit better. In fact, let's look at Big Show here. He's only like 10%. And let's see if we can move him up to 70 and get a little bit more bang for our buck. We do have a hard time finding people higher than us too. Well, maybe we'll come back to that. We'll see if we'll give it a little bit of time and see if they level up a little bit. Big Show. Yeah, let's look at this heavyweight thing too. Again, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I still have vacation brain. So tasks, we still have coin to spend and powerhouse talent up to do. So we can do some of those. As far as these go, I don't know, man. Like, those are going to be pretty, for the most part, not too good for us. To be honest, we won't have a lot of them either because we don't have any Batista. I don't even know. Do we have a Triple H? I don't even know if we have a Triple H, so that's going to be somewhat difficult to do that. Armory loot contest. Oh, we haven't even hit any of them yet. So it'll be a while before we get to 5-star gold. A long while. Since we haven't hit any points yet. Do we have? And we only have 9,000 armory currency. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get super far there. Alright. Let's these. Back to Big Show wherever he do be though. Can't be that. No, let's just go to promoters, dummy. Obviously, we're going to use Mellow a lot whenever we can, probably in Showdown, because he's great for it. So this Showboat one is maybe one, since Mellow's probably our go-to. This is probably the one we want to level up first now anyway, because I think Mellow will probably be our go-to for a long time to solve problems. When we can use him. Obviously in Showdown you can't always use the person you want to, which is a big problem in general with Showdown. Need a bunch more of those silver ones. But in general, we're going to need all of the notoriety guys up because it's so hard to move the needle in Showdown. That's like by far the most difficult so far in my opinion. Yeah, we're short silver there. That's okay. We're up to those and... Oh, we have enough for him. I think as long as we can move them, we should move them. This next one is 13k. I don't know that I'll hit that, but let's just go ahead and do it. Whenever we have the stuff to move them, we're gonna move the icons. And they don't count, like their tokens don't count for any talent ups or anything like that, so. And we do have coin that we need to spend, and this is probably the best use of our coins right now, for the most part. Oh, we can take him another level. Awesome. We can actually get him into the range of being somewhat useful, I think. Oh, what do you know? Might get him to the 13k mark? Maybe? Probably? Question mark? And I think for the next level, yeah, we need all of them. Everything. The only thing we have a decent amount of is bronze, so it'll be a long while before the next one, probably. This is probably, yeah, 13k. I think this is where we sit. We get everyone to this mark first, and then we move them to the 15k. And then once everyone's 15k, we move them to the 21k. I think that's the plan. So, like, as we get the stuff, we'll move them to 13k, and then 15k once they're all at 13k, and then 21k. So I think that's probably the plan. I think that'll work pretty decently-ish for us. Let's go here. And now we just need to win a road match, and we're done with that. We can go to the faction store, buy our stuff from that. We're done with that one-ish. No, sir. Easy enough. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Right. Boom. Okay, faction. Also, boss shop is up. We can check that out. Ooh, 3 golds. Jackpot. 3 silvers, 10 bronze, and we have a decent amount right now, so we are buying all 3 this week. See if we can keep up. So we have, these ones are going to take a lot. Seth is going to take a long time. The powerhouse one. So let's see what's in the faction shop store. We have some faction boss currency now, so we can start buying the promoters, which we will go ahead and do because this is a really, really, really long process. It'll probably be more than a year before we even get one, most likely, I think. They're like 2,000 and 3,000 shard recruits, and you only get them when boss is up. So go ahead and snag those, though. It's a long journey. We'll get started now. So whenever boss is up, you're going to want to go in after you do a few bosses, get some boss currency, and just start snagging those guys. To be honest, we got to put our attrition there, our faction boss. Let's go back. Oh yeah, we should claim our free stuff too, huh? Get some loopholes. That would be cool. Not today. But let's see how many keys we're up to. I have no idea. I haven't even looked. Ooh, not for a 55 pull. Well, we'll be doing one of those videos today. Right. So that's cool. Prize well currency, I got nothing. So literally nothing on the feud. It was a big fat 0. So that wasn't fun. Main prize well, I mean, this month there's not a ton super awesome. So the Raquel is what we're going to get the most usage out of. So we're right now, because I think she's still stuck at that first 1,000, man. Let's see where she's at. Maybe we're on the second 1,000 now. Fuse. Oh yeah, her shards. From the Fuse Up pack. Okay. We can get... Alright, we can save some tokens there. That's cool. Like, wait, how do we have a fuse? Oh yeah, we just got 1,000 shards. Yeah. That will be helpful for sure. Three-star bronze should be... I think there's better setup options for her now. So that'll help quite a lot. I think. What new move do we get? Not really. Not really significantly better at all, still. What we want is the, reduce the Juggernaut timers, which we don't get till 5-star, which is kind of a pain. You know, I would also take the sub, but she doesn't get the sub till 6-star, so... We're just kind of not... The Juggernaut gems are just kind of hanging out there, not doing anything. So we might as well, like, use the traps and try and recycle it. You know? If we need to, with 9 random yellows, so I think that's probably... We'll just throw the traps and get the Tejada Bomb. Which is not ideal. Or maybe we'll just recycle the finisher. We'll just do it like this, probably. It's probably best. Now that I think about it, that's probably for the best. Okay, whatever. Anyway, we've leveled her up. We've done all that stuff. My game is buggy, so I can't see anything right now, which is cool. Let's go back to here now. That was a long way to get back to here. I went off on a tangent, huh? I would really also like to be able to level him up soon to 21k. I'm curious. Okay. We'll wait till we have a talent up for that kind of move, though. That matching match is very helpful. think I could have just used the choose to begin with here and saved us a bunch of time, but whatever. Drop it right here. Good to be getting back into the swing of things, video-wise. Like I said, I didn't even post any yesterday. All the stuff I posted while I was on vacation was stuff I recorded before I left, so... Kali is a MP reduction coach, so he could potentially be useful there. I don't see using him over the other tricksters that I have, to be honest. So, you know, he's got a sub and stuff. It's really random. Really random. Not really my flavor. I didn't particularly care for him even when he came out, as I recall. I could be wrong. I know I never really used him, so I think I must not have really cared for him. I never used him. Oh, Rex Regum here, huh? Oh, boy. Not as good moveset, though. Think this will come close to zeroing him? Or will? Yeah, it will. Cool. Oh, goodness gracious. And that gives us the Kali recruit. Let's see, we have all month on these ones, so I'm not super worried about them. We do get 250 armory from that one, so we'll want to do that. So it's really just the expiring ones, which don't expire till Friday, which is kind of nice. But, like, you know, we don't have Goldberg, so we don't get really the good stuff. We get some useful stuff, though. I mean, some, but we just don't get the armory currency, which is what I really want. Sadly. So, you know. What else do we want to do today? I think... Oh, we should probably do that tour. Yeah. What we can on that one tour. The special thingamajiggy that's going on. The midweek. Because I think that might have stuff for us. We going a long way in our solo contest, so that's good. Let's see how I'm doing in the faction. I don't want. It's probably not my greatest effort, to be honest, so far. But then again, I haven't done a lot, so let's see what we can do. We got faction points in this that I'm gonna need to get. Solo points, solo. Or solo. I guess I don't particularly care about. I mean, there's some coin. These milestones are kind of dookie. Yeah, I actually don't really give a crap about them. It's all solo points I won't need, and nothing good an ish until the bonus, which we won't get to anyway. So this is pretty much a crappy event for free to play. For sure. But I mean, let's see what's on the tours. Maybe there's something good there. Wait, tour number 1. Solo points. So yeah, I don't particularly care, to be honest. I'll max my solo MLC super easily. Probably next week, I would imagine, or close. Or at least I think I'll max it easy. It looked like I was in 5th place for this league, so I don't anticipate any issues there. And 5 million coin, like, is gone in, like, a few levels, so it's not that exciting, for sure. At least it's only one node, though, which is nice. This must not be a real midweek. This must just be like a filler kind of thing, because it really doesn't look very good, so we must be getting a better midweek after this is over. Really sure. Doesn't seem too exciting. Maybe you guys like, if you guys are into this Monday through Tuesday event, let me know in the comments. Doesn't really seem like much to me. So let me know if it's something you're into, you're down for. All that stuff. Let's do that. I'll click a bunch of buttons. You can just... There we go. Nice. It seems like on newer accounts it's really hard to get the armory currency. Since I haven't even hit the first milestone, I only have like 9,000. I feel like that is probably going to be a struggle, unfortunately, because there's some really nice stuff in the armory milestones, so hopefully it's... Ooh, 34k. Well, let's see what we can do with Austin this way. We could always bring Beefcake in, and he might... No, he's loaded turn 1. Beefcake would probably get smoked, because he's going to throw his traps. If he does it in the right order, huge multiplies, and we're going to get hit on turn 1, and I don't think Beefcake without 99 MP can do 26 million turn 1. I'm pretty sure he can't. So, you have to see what we can do with this. A decent sub. We're getting 540 a tick. So, I mean, like, what is that? What do we do? Like, 6 million or something with that? That seems excessive. I'll take it. And we can also, the great thing with Austin is we can also move the pin bar, you know? And we can try and reload the bleed if he's not refilled. I mean, we cascaded, so whatever. But we can move the pin bar, which is nice. A lot of times sub guys don't move the pin bar, and then you get yourself into a lot of trouble that way. I should have put NWO Hogan on for some more matchy match. Could have got 2 bleeds there. Let's do... So here... I like that actually. See how that goes. Yeah, his sub is really, really good, guys. Like, I mean, like, it's not necessarily ideal, but... Oh, stop cascading, bro. Not necessarily ideal. It takes a little while, but he's super strong, right? Like, with the bleed sub combo and it just looping. As long as they don't have, some kind of anti-sub reversal or escape artist plate, you can get a lot done with this, and then you can move the pin bar a lot too. So keep it if you're in danger or getting close to danger, right? So if they get a decent cascade, you don't die, or you know, get unalived. Zeroed is better. Throw break that. And let's set that up again. That kind of thing. Let's do here too. And this loop should do it. So yeah, Austin really good. That's a 6-star silver that we just handled pretty easily. You know? Pretty easily, I would say. So that's good. And that's without any sub coaches either, too. And trainers. This is the black 2MP and 100% sub damage. I can't remember right off the top of my head. That's who we want. Alright, so that was cool. That wasn't hard. I mean, like, they're not really... I mean, like I said, these milestones are kind of worthless. I mean, really? Unless you get into the bonus stuff, they're actually totally worthless. So, I don't really know how much I care about any of this. It's a little bit of coin, and if you're leveling them anyway, sure. But it's not getting me any faction points or any of that. So it seems like it's not really worth my time on the free-to-play, to be honest, because the resources are meh. And yeah, I don't, you know what? I don't think I care, guys, to be honest. Let me know in the comments if you care. Because I honestly don't think it's worth the time. Where are we at? We're a half hour in? Piper Showdown today. Let's see if we can actually... It's going to be a while before... Do I want to use tokens to level Piper? Because tokens... Not really. Not really. So I think I'll probably get to the 5-star gold fuse this month, I would think. Oh. Yellow's a problem. Yeah, that's not going to happen. We definitely not going to level her. Yellow's a problem right now for me, so... Oh, I was going to show you guys, so this is where Mellow's at. I did get 100% move damage strap, and I have regular takedowns, takedown 2s. I would love to be able to move him into takedown 3s. We don't have a red takedown 3, right? In the move damage slot. And we do have one of these, so we don't have a takedown 3 in the gem slot. We do have takedown 3 here, which is great. And we don't, it looks like, so we only have one. Is that really accurate? We have no takedown 3s at all, except 2 slots. So, and no red moves. So it'll be a long time before we get him into takedown 3s. Unfortunate. That's okay. This is a pretty decent setup for now. I'm pretty happy, really happy with it actually for where we're at in the game. So there's that. And no one else, I don't think I'm really, like, Austin doesn't really need a strap at all. Doesn't really do anything for him, which is, we do have a 100% gem and a 50% move. Those can come in handy later, but for how we're running him right now, I mean, strap does really not too much for him. And the same could be said for, like, Beefcake. We just don't really need one on him. And same can be said for JBL, because they're using power gems. We just don't super care about a strap. Also, I don't know if I ever explained it as well as I could have. Basically, each of these types do specific things, right? Like your primary slot here of metal. Everything, your primary stat is always all gem damage. And then the substats can be really big. Obviously, on someone like Mellow, who's big on red move damage, we would want, ideally, red move damage substats, right? Down here. And these are the substats. And they're called the substats because they don't get as big. But this is always all gem damage. This is always the color. It's always a move damage metal here. But it could be different colors, right? And this can also be different colors. It can be all gem damage. It can be green, blue, yellow. But it's always gem damage in this slot. This is always move damage in this slot. This is always gem defense in this slot, like always. And this is always move defense in this slot. Those are always given and always there all the time. So that's going to be really good for you to know. And that's why there's the different metal types, right? And I don't know that they actually really say which slot they are. Like, they have different icons, right? And that's how you tell them apart, is by the icon, but they don't really say like, this would be like a move defense medal, right? And they don't necessarily, it's a takedown move defense. They don't necessarily say that this is a takedown gem defense, takedown move damage, takedown gem damage, but they don't really kind of say that anywhere. You know what I mean? But you, after a while, you know, you figure it out, you just get kind of used to it, you know, each of the 4 slots, you click on this and you filter it and you see, okay, these all do the same thing. So it's something you guys have probably picked up by now, but just in case you haven't, right? And in general, when you're building a strap on somebody, if they're move damage, you want a move damage strap. If they're gem damage, you want a gem damage strap. If they're a bleed sub, it doesn't really matter. A lot of times people want like, or power gems, it doesn't really matter. A lot of times people like armor. Typically when it doesn't matter, as long as I have enough, I prefer going gem damage in general, so my guy can kick out easier. That's just my preference. Doesn't make it right, but that's how I like doing it. And if you don't know how to tell what somebody is, you look at Mello and where's all of his move damage or all of his damage coming from? It's this move in particular here, 1.78 million damage. So it's easy. You want move damage, right? You go on someone like Austin, it's mostly coming from his bleed or his sub, and since metals don't affect those, you're like, it doesn't really matter. It's not that big a deal. Somebody like Truth maybe could be a little bit difficult for people to tell, since he does 1 million damage here on his finisher, but his trap gems, each one steals 1.1 million health, right? So really almost all of his damage is coming from the trap gems, but you can get a little move damage out of him, so you could potentially build in move damage, but your traps also make black gems, but there's no buff, right? So you're not doing a ton of gem damage, just like you're not doing a ton necessarily of move damage. So you can kind of build him. He's one where you could kind of build him however you want, right? Like if you have better move damage, you could go move damage. If you have better gem damage, you could go gem damage. But really, again, it doesn't necessarily super matter because you have this health steal, which is doing the bulk of the damage with that build set. So something that's important is understanding what your guy does when you're trying to figure out how to build him. So you take somebody like Steamboat that has multiply gems, you're always going to want Fury or gem damage. The best gem damage you can get, that's the route you're going to build anyone with multiply gems, right? If they have a gem percentage buff, you're going to want gem damage. If they have a move percentage buff, you're going to want move damage. You take someone like Bubba, this moveset, you break the traps and it increases your purple move damage, so he can use move damage for that build set. Or he's got the yellow build, which increases your yellow gem damage, so you can also run him gem damage. And that's where it can be a little more tricky, and that's where you'd want to go to videos and see, okay, what's this guy doing in videos where they're using gem damage versus move damage, or maybe you just don't have the stuff to run one or the other, and then you just run the moveset and the build that you have the stuff for. Hopefully that makes sense, right? Like, just give a few more examples. HBK here, he uses multiplies, so you're going Fury for sure. You know, is somebody like Charlotte multiplies, Fury for sure. Piper, you got a move damage buff, right? Increase your red move damage by 96%, so you for sure are going move damage. And if you look at my Piper, we do indeed have a move damage strap and takedown 2s, right? And you can see I didn't bother leveling the other ones up because it's not really important for her. If we can find red move damage, we want it. We don't have it, it's fine. More important was building a set and getting that 40% bonus, you know, so 80% total from the sets, which you can see right here. And focusing on her red move damage, since that's where the bulk of her damage is coming from on her finisher after the buff, right? So hopefully that helps. I think am I gonna call that a video for today? Oh yeah, let's go back into Showdown, and then we'll call that a video. And see if we got any higher notoriety people to find. 1445. You get better notoriety if they're higher than you, right? So ideally, we'd find somebody like this at 1531. You get more notoriety when they're above you, and then when they're below you. And the bigger the gap, the less you get up to a certain point. I don't know what the cutoff is. I've never looked at it that close since they redid it, but that's how notoriety works if you didn't know that. Mello's kind of a cheat code for Showdown, right? He hits you super hard. In this case, 6 million, and then he stuns you and stun locks you. So if you go first with Mellow, unless they have anti-stun, it's actually, you can't lose. Some of the times it might take a long time to win, potentially, but, you know, usually, unless they have some kind of strong, really strong move defense, you're going to be okay. They have really strong move defense, not so good. Then you're going to be there a while. Now that we got a couple promoters a little bit leveled up, let's see how much notoriety we're getting now. Because, you know, back in the day, I think we were getting like 45 a match total. And we should be, we can see we get bonus of 46 and a bonus of 21. We get a total of 118 notoriety. That's more than double what we used to get. So that's like really, really big. You can see normally we were getting like, we would have got 51 and then we got the 2 bonuses. So it really starts to add up, especially when you get them to 250% and you can move up the notoriety so much faster. And considering Showdown is all limited energy, it's actually quite huge. And let's see if we can find anyone higher energy. You see, it takes a little while, it seems like, for it to refresh or catch up a lot of times. He's higher, but he's gold. Maybe we'll see. We'll show you Mellow against the gold. If he doesn't have, and this is where you can check their medals, right? He's got the big medals on here, so we won't hurt him. You look at his move defense. Actually, no, he doesn't. I take that back. His move defense is only 34%. We're fine. Okay. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, we're still doing 5 million. But at 5 million, it's going to take a while to do 62 million damage, right? The nice thing about Mellow is the auto plays too. So you can just let the AI do it faster than you can do it, because they don't need to think. There's no processing time there, no input lag, if you will. And they play him right, so it goes a little bit faster when you have to do it. It's that's a whole thing too. The AI plays a lot of guys dumb or wrong. Kind of nice when you find one they play right. Simply because it allows you to be lazy. Like, I could just do this while I was watching a TV show, playing another game, right? Working on Mherex main account. There's a lot of ways you could do that. When I'm streaming, it's really nice to autoplay, which I need to stream sometime this week. There's also boss battle tomorrow, which I should do a prep video, and haven't streamed at all, and I've been on vacation, so I'm not like really even kind of ready to do one, but probably should do one anyway. It's lady boss battle. Should probably start thinking about that. Be honest. Yeah, you can see, I mean, like, this is kind of what Mellow does. He just kind of does his thing, right? Like, it ain't hard to, unless you have anti-stun, you just don't stop it. Like, it's a stun lock character. One of the stronger ones, actually, I think, in the game, probably. Stronger stun lock characters, like, I would say probably, question mark? Who else is, Boss Man is super strong stun lock. Mellow's really low charge, that's the nice thing about Mellow. Yeah, Boss Man's definitely a really strong stun locker. Who else? There's just somebody recent. Oh yeah, Piper's pretty strong stun locker now with the rework for ladies. I think she's the best stun locker for ladies. I think that's probably accurate. Yeah, I think so. we're getting there. You can see we got like 40 million down of his 45 million down of his 65. Couple more cycles and we got it. So that's nice. Not too bad. I think we can take auto off because I'll probably do faster here because the AI will hit a bunch of extra moves on the way to the pin. And you can see we're up to like 10 turns stunned, so he's going nowhere. And get it? Yeah. This should do it. Boom. Right, here we go. So yeah, there's gold down. Let's see what Noto we get. This was a lot closer in notoriety, so it'd probably be less. I think we got 211 for the other one total, if I remember right. I don't know. Somebody will remember. I don't. No, it was like 100 and something. Because we had 51 here, so really close actually. We got 115. Wasn't 211 for sure. That's something more like my main account would get. All right. And we got, oh, bunch of milestones. Great. We can use that TP, very much so. Very needed TP. That's the good thing about Showdown. It's the TP really for like this account. My main account, 350, is like kind of a drop in the bucket. I almost don't care. I don't really care. But this one, that definitely makes a difference. These are all, yeah, we can sell all those. We did our, oh, I forgot to do my faction missions. Yeah, let's do that real quick. Claim these up, get our mission quest expeditions, that's what they're called out. And yeah, we'll call that, yeah, we're almost 50 minutes in. Yeah, I literally, am I the only one that just doesn't really care about that tour? The 2-day tour? Like, there's nothing, unless you can get into the bonus milestones, which this account can't. There's really no reason to, or very little reason to play. No, doesn't drive anything in the faction event. Very little coin, right? Solo contest points. I guess, you know, like if I was in the top league and had needed all of the solo contest points, then I probably would care, right? If I was free to play, but in the league I'm at, I'll do my, you know, like, let's go to that. Let's just make sure. I'm rank 30, 18 of 26. We only need 51,000 more. We're already, yeah, we're way more than on pace to do that. We're like a week in. So, you know, we're gonna more than double up that. So yeah, I just don't see any reason to care. Maybe I'm crazy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Just kind of checking in, getting back in the flow. I'll do some of the other tours on like normal and stuff just to get my faction points up, probably auto some of them, etc. But this one I just don't really care. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Oh, back in the swing. Let's go.